Hi everyone, it's Nia with Nanny Parent Connection back with this week's video. Some parents don't have the time to run a nanny search themselves and instead rely on nanny agencies to handle the search, vetting, and placement process for their family. How does this work? How much does it cost? How is a traditional agency different than what Nanny Parent Connection offers through our concierge service? Let's explore the world of nanny agencies and why you should seriously consider checking out Nanny Parent Connection's concierge service. What does a nanny agency do? When you work with a nanny agency, they handle the entire search process for your family. The vast majority of agencies use a similar model that looks something like this. First, the agency will interview the parents about what specifically they are looking for: ages of children, desired experience level of the nanny, compensation and benefits they would like to offer, schedule, etc. Usually, the family will pay a search fee of anywhere from $200 to $1,000 for the agency to kick off the search. This fee is normally not refundable. Once the agency has a clear sense of the type of nanny the family is looking for, they begin the search. Most agencies begin presenting nanny candidates to the family within a few days to a few weeks of the search beginning. Most agencies will present 1 to 5 candidates for the family to review. If the family is interested in a candidate or several candidates, the agency will ask them to conduct a telephone interview or brief in-person interview. Once the family has selected the candidate they would like to hire, the agency then vets the candidate. Note: a small number of agencies pre-vet their candidates before sending to the parents. The vetting process usually includes a comprehensive background check, verification of at least 3 child care-related references, and confirmation that the candidate is current on first aid CPR training. If the candidate successfully completes the vetting process, the agency then works with the family to develop an offer letter. The offer letter is presented to the nanny candidate, and if they accept, the nanny is hired and begins working with the family. How much does it cost to work with a nanny agency? Most agencies charge 15 to 25% of the nanny candidate's projected annual salary for their services. As an example, if a nanny is projected to earn $70,000 working with the family, the agency will charge a placement fee of $10,500 or 15% up to $17,500 or 25%. These exorbitant placement fees can put nanny agencies financially out of reach for most families. How is Nanny Parent Connection's concierge service different? Our concierge service operates in much the same way as far as the search, vetting, and placement services are concerned. But there are some major differences. Let's discuss. First, when your family uses our concierge service, you will work exclusively with our company founder, Laura Scocolo. Laura has spent many years working as a nanny and has worked with nannies to care for her own children over the past 15 years. She leads our concierge service, and unlike other nanny agencies where you will be forced to work with a junior level employee, you will only work with Laura on your search. Second, most agencies have anywhere from 10 to 200 nannies in their system that they can recruit from. Nanny Parent Connection has over 11,000 child care providers in our community that we can draw from. These providers are located all across the United States. But the biggest difference by far is cost. Our team believes that nanny agency services should be available to all parents, no matter their income level. As such, Nanny Parent Connection uses a different placement fee model than traditional nanny agencies. To kick off your concierge service search, we require a $500 registration fee. We then begin the search for your candidate. Often, Laura and our search team are aware of several candidates that might fit with what the family is looking for, due to our extensive community. In that case, those candidates are immediately introduced to the family. Once the family has extended an offer letter to their chosen candidate, and it has been accepted, Nanny Parent Connection charges a flat fee of $2,499. That's it. There are no percentages or other costs to worry about. Simple, and better yet, much more affordable than a traditional nanny agency. No matter where you might live in the United States, if you are considering working with a nanny agency, consider giving the Nanny Parent Connection concierge service a look first. We offer the same services as a traditional nanny agency for a fraction of what you would normally pay. We hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you would like to learn more about our concierge service or get your search started today, please click on this image. Thanks, everyone. Bye.